Hey guys, it's time for me to do another review as it's Sunday, and just before I begin I'd like to say that today's review is not going to be in that much depth. I'm really tired. Last night it was one of my friend's 18th and he got pretty drunk and we had to carry him home, and it took like 2 hours and we got in at like 5 in the morning. So I'm not really going to go into too much depth in this review. I'm basically just recommending a film, and that film is Lost in Translation with Bill Murray. There he is in his dressing gown and his slippers. It's also got Scarlett Johansson in it, and it's directed by someone called Sofia Coppola. And I don't think she's directed like 7 other things, and she's kind of acted in some stuff, and she's produced some other stuff. Basically, the plot of the film is Bill Murray plays kind of an actor who's is he washed up? He's kind of at the end of his tether. He's been in loads of good films, and he's kind of hit it big in Japan. And basically he's been invited over to Tokyo to film an advert for a whiskey, in which he kind of sits in a chair and just sips the whiskey, and it's like, buy this whiskey, you know, that kind of thing. And he's over there and he's getting $2 million for like staying there a week and recording some of these adverts, you know, to promote the whiskey. And at the same time, Scarlett Johansson is married to a photographer. The photographer is played by Giovanni Ribisi, and they're newlyweds. They've gone over there, and she didn't have anything to do, and he was over there doing some professional photography stuff, and she just kind of went with him. And throughout the film, you kind of see shots of her and him, and they're not really loving life. Like, he keeps going out and he's pretty unattentive to Scarlett, and so her character just spends a lot of time in like sitting on hotel windowsill just looking out over the lights of Japan, and it's just an empty feeling film. Bill Murray just spends a lot of time in the film kind of at bars just with cigars and just drinking stuff, and it's really well paced. The whole film, it's kind of a slow pace, but it works really well, and I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't think I would. I just watched it because I had nothing else to watch, and I felt that maybe I'd give it a try, but I really enjoyed it. It's just the atmosphere the film gives off. Throughout the rest of the film, Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson, who are staying in the same hotel, they see each other a couple of times and they start kind of hanging out. And it's a weird kind of relationship because it's not like they're cheating. And Bill Murray is married. He's been married to his wife in the film for about 25 years. He's got a kid, and he's actually missed his kid's birthday to go to Japan to film all this whiskey stuff. He's kind of having a bit of a midlife crisis, and Scarlett Johansson, she's kind of, her husband's not being very attentive, and they're newlyweds. So they have this weird relationship, and they're not really kind of getting together or anything. They just enjoy each other's company, and the film just kind of revolves around them kind of just, I don't know, just teaching each other things. Scarlett Johansson's character is someone who studied philosophy in America, like quite a prestigious like college or whatever, and Bill Murray's character is obviously a very successful actor, and he's been married for a long time, and they kind of just share stories, and they go out, and there's some there's some interesting bits where they're running around in Japan, and they're just going to all these crazy bars and seeing all this crazy stuff, going out for meals, and they're just kind of experiencing the culture together. And they feel so lost individually because there's just a vast difference between the cultures they've come from and the Japanese culture. So they're there on their own originally, just surrounded by the emptiness of Japan, all the lights. It's, like their sleeping patterns are fucked up. They can't sleep. They try and call their family during the day, then it's night time over in America, and it's just, they feel so lost, and they get together and they kind of find each other in the sea of emptiness that is the film. And it's just really interesting. They're both amazing actors anyway, and in this film I really think they did a fantastic job, and you do just want to keep watching it, even though it's not loads of events and action going on. It's a very philosophical film, and it's got a very empty feeling, but that's not a bad thing. That's in a good way. It's really quite odd, but as I've said before, this isn't a very in-depth review. I wouldn't even really call it a review. It's basically me just recommending you this film. Lost in Translation is definitely worth a watch. I'm not sure what you'll think of it, because obviously watching films, it's a very subjective thing, but I just really enjoyed it. I've always wanted to kind of travel to Japan myself, and I feel, even though I haven't really experienced Japanese culture firsthand myself, I feel it's a fairly good view of what the culture is like, and it's just really worth watching. I just really enjoyed it, and I didn't kind of think I would, but it just left me thinking about stuff, and I just kind of felt a bit inspired by it, and yeah, I don't know, just definitely Lost in Translation is definitely worth watching. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It's really well directed, it's well paced, the screenplay is really well done, cinematographically it's really good. There's kind of a lot of nighttime shots of Japan, you know, in all its glory, a lot of weird kind of time lapse kind of video style things of them in cabs, and it's just got this kind of weird nighttime feeling which I absolutely love, and I would, yeah, just watch it, check it out. Let me know maybe in the comments section if you do watch it. Let me know what you think of it, or if you've seen it before, let me know what you thought of it, because I'm quite interested to see other people's views on it. So yes, sorry this wasn't a very fun ha-ha kind of review, because usually I do joke about a bit, but I'm pretty fucking knackered. So yeah, I'll be back next week though, and I haven't got anything planned. I finished college, just so you know, top grades, so I've got nothing on, so hopefully I can focus on doing some more cheerful reviews from now on, and yeah, thanks a lot for watching.